Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to show you guys my March TBR. I'm really excited for March because I have a lot of new books that I'll be reading and a lot of books that I meant to read but haven't been able to get to yet. So, the first book I'll be reading for March will be 19 Minutes by Jodi Picoult. This was given to me by my friend Erica. She had a bunch of Jodi Picoult books that she had read but didn't want anymore, so she gave them to me. So I've been reading a bunch of them this year and last year. So, hopefully I'll enjoy this one. This one is about a New Hampshire town where nothing ever happens until the day its complicity is shattered by an act of violence. The daughter of a judge is sitting on the case and should be the state's best witness, but she can't remember what happened before her own eyes. So they investigate that. So this is kind of like a mystery thriller, true crime like kind of book. So I'm really looking forward to this one. I'm getting into true crime, so hopefully I will like this one. Next book is Stillhouse Lake by Rachel Caine. Rachel Caine passed away recently, back in December. So I decided to start rereading book 1 again of her Stillhouse Lake series, and hoping to finish that series this year, but we'll see how that goes. This one's about, Gina Royal's definition of the average, a shy Midwestern housewife with a happy marriage and 2 adorable children. But when a car accident reveals her husband's secret life as a serial killer, she must remake herself as Gwen Proctor, the ultimate warrior mom. So she tries to relive this new life, but then somebody is after her, and so she runs from them, and it just goes through like that scenario thing. I really enjoyed this when I read this back in 2019 when I did a Post-it note book exchange, which was really fun, and I enjoyed it. There's still Post-it notes in it from Rudy that I had exchanged for that exchange a few years ago. So I'm really looking forward to rereading this one. My next ones are Velvet Song by Jude Devereaux. I read a few of her books last year. I really enjoyed them. I've never read this series, so I'm really hoping I'll like it, even though this series was written back in the 1980s, but hopefully I'll enjoy it. I'll also be reading Sea Sweep by Nora Roberts. This one's about a champion boat racer. He travels the world, spending his winnings on champagne and women, and so it just goes down the line with that. He's kind of like a money lord, or whatever word you use for those kind of people, so I'm looking forward to this one. So hopefully it will be good. Next one that I was going to read last year but never got to is For Whom the Bell Tolls by Ernest Hemingway. I've been wanting to read this for 2 years now. It's been on my list longer than 2 years, but I've been trying to make an attempt to reach this book this year. So I'm hoping to do that. It is a thick classic, but usually when I've read Ernest Hemingway books before, I get through them pretty quickly because the synopsis and the storyline usually picks up fast for me. So hopefully I have good luck with that. Back in the early 1900s, late 1800s. So I hope that I will enjoy this. Those are all the books for March that I will be reading. I will be doing a TBR challenge called If You Have It, Read It, Readathon. So that mainly means that if you have a book that fits a prop like a graphic novel, then you read it. Or if you have a book that was published before 2015, then you read it for that. There's a bunch of these prompts that are very interesting. I'll also be doing the backlist readathon. That is posted on, there's a YouTube channel, Jacqueline Wheeler. She posted a video about it, what it has to do with, like, what prompts you have to, you have, what books she also has book recommendations for that. So, if you're looking for a simple readathon to do that only has like 4 or 5 prompts to it, then that one is definitely for you. It's also on Storygraph. That's a new website where you can, log your books. It's similar to Goodreads, but some people think it's better than Goodreads. I personally prefer Goodreads because it's easier for me to get on and log my tracking for my books and write a review without all these questions about if the character was more interesting than the storyline, or if the book had more of a storyline story to it over a character story, and who was the main, who was the main event in the book. But yeah, I use Storygraph a little bit, like maybe once a month, but Goodreads for me is a lot better than Storygraph, because on Storygraph they ask you all these questions before you can write your review, and to me that's just a little annoying. With Goodreads you don't have that. You just get on, you mark what stars you're going to rate a book, you write your review, you add it to your books list of like a February book or a March book, and then you post your review, and that's it. Like, I like that. And I talked to a lot of publishers, and they prefer Goodreads over book Storygraph, or over Storygraph, because they said Storygraph really isn't compatible right now with what they want from readers. So that's where I stand with it right now. I know I've been asking a lot of questions. Why do you like it? What's the issue with it? It's like, plus Storygraph doesn't have giveaways like Goodreads does and like Library Thing does. So that's another issue I have with it. If they update it into that, then I'll be happy. But that's it for right now. I hope you guys are having a good February. I hope you have a good March. And that's it for now. If you see any books here that you have read before that you thought were really good, let me know in the comments below. And I will read them and I will get back to you on them, because I love hearing from you guys. I love hearing your opinions on the books I read. I love hearing like what books you think I should read. I am hoping to do a recommendation video where I ask you guys recs for certain genres and stuff, because I really want to expand my reading into other genres, not just historical fiction, romance, thriller, crime, So, but yeah, that's it for now. I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!